The following program, McFeast, Women in Uniform, is rated M for mature audiences. It contains sexual references.
The humble cow, the backbone of the Australian dairy industry. But there's more to this Australian icon than an impressive set of udders and a tendency to go to the toilet in pairs. Follow her lead, and you too will be blessed with bright eyes, strong bones, and healthy teeth. Well, I'd always wanted to get into the food industry, and as far as jobs go, this isn't such a bad one. And comes with its own uniform, which is, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's practical. It's all leather, and it kind of gives me that sense of belonging to the group, that corporate loyalty that's so important. The only problem is, although I'm normally quite keen on the animal print, in this one, oh my God, I feel like I think that I look like a cow. You see, a uniform can say so much about how you see yourself and how the world sees you. But do they tell the whole story? Take, for instance, the nurse. Caring, compassionate, and, from the look of her uniform, always ready for sex. Hello. Hello. Excuse me, are you feeling erotic at the moment?
Not me. I'm not into eroticism.
No, not at all. Is it making you feel sexy?
No. Should it?
What do you think of the nurses' uniforms? As a doctor?
I'd prefer if they were black and leather.
What uniform do you like to see a woman dressed in?
Police uniform or something, or nurse uniform, or a French maid uniform.
Why do people find women in uniforms interesting?
Maybe because they've got a brain.
Have you ever worn a uniform?
At school.
So did you think that had an effect on you?
Yeah, it made me realise that I'm never going to wear one ever again because they suck.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
You hate uniforms.
I hate them. I don't see they're worthwhile.
But what about what you're wearing? Isn't this a uniform, Tracy?
No, this is my phone sex job clothing.
Oh, excellent. This is your job, is it?
Yeah, and your voice sounds very familiar.
It does. I gave you a few numbers now. I'm sure you'll be able to tell me my MasterCard number.
How do you feel about women in this outfit?
I haven't noticed.
Well, you know, female barristers.
But we're all anonymous. I didn't actually notice.
Oh, is that what this does? Does it take away your personality and just turns you into a...
What little personality lawyers have is taken away within weeks of doing this job.
I personally find, a lot of people would disagree, I find not all of them, but some parking attendants very attractive and very sexual.
You know what I quite like the idea of is like cross-uniform dressing, where like say the top half is like dressed as a nurse and the bottom half's dressed as a cop. So like the bottom half kicks your door open, right, but you don't get arrested, but the top half puts you to bed and gives you an enema.
Are you attracted to the nurse uniform?
Yes, I am attracted to the nurse's uniform and the nurse inside it. Let's not forget that. That's a major part of the fantasy.
Nuns.
Nuns.
Yeah.
See, there's a uniform that's not meant to be sexy.
I don't know, have you seen German porn? I mean, not that I have, but friends tell me.
Would you ever go to an S&M mistress?
I'm very interested in that kind of, that darker side of thing. I don't know, I find it very fascinating.
Well, what would you go to get dressed up as?
As a parking attendant. That's my fantasy.
No, but you know someone without
I thought I was
name.
joking.
No.
Yeah. I want to get like a $90 fine. Because they start off slowly with a $60 basic, you know, sort of loading zone sign and then build up to a clearway.
And now, I lose. So tell me, Chris, how do you feel about your uniform?
It's designed for men, mainly, because we are the first women into this job, and so we sort of just gone straight into their uniform.
Does it make you feel more testosterone-filled, more pumped up, more...
No, not really. Just, they're very big. And, you know, nothing fits.
You enjoy the abuse?
I don't enjoy the abuse, but it just comes with the job.
Yeah.
That's part of the job. And if you don't like that sort of thing, I don't suppose you should do the job. Because it's not...
You've got this thing about enjoying abuse, I think.
Oh, no, I'm not into S&M.
No, you sure?
Yeah, positive.
Your partner's never asked you to get dressed up in that before sex?
No, not yet.
But you live in home?
Yeah, this is true. Sort of thing.
Can I have a go next time?
Yeah, you can have a go, yeah, God, yeah.
Is it good fun writing a ticket?
Not really.
Do you ever have a thought for the people involved, or is it more detached, kind of authoritative?
They are just doing something wrong, aren't they?
You don't have much sympathy for them?
Sometimes. Sometimes. I feel really sorry for them, like... and if you've just sort of started the ticket and they come back and, like, something's happened or something like that, sometimes you do feel sorry for them. There you go. There's one. We can book.
Oh, my God.
What are we going to do?
Oh, we'll have to book them, don't I?
You reckon?
Yeah.
We know this one's been here for well over an hour.
How much is this one going to go for?
$60.
And how much leniency do you have, you know, if that poor one-legged single Koori mother comes running towards you and says...
She'd be hopping, wouldn't she?
Yes. And she says, I'm sorry that I've been here 10 minutes over my 2 hours. I'm sorry I don't have...
I'll be longer than 10 minutes, yeah. But go ahead, yeah. Well, what I'd have to say, if I'd already got this far with the ticket...
Which is how far? How far down on the page?
It's written on. It's finished.
Get good at doing that fast.
Yeah. But the trouble is, once you put in the number plate...
Yeah.
You have to issue the ticket.
And what do you put in first?
The number plate. Well, that's what you have to do.
I love to see a woman who enjoys her work. Oh, madam! Don't laugh about it. We've just found the parking ticket.
I know, I was just a bit carried away with my work and forgot.
Oh.
So, anyway, I'm a little bit late.
Anything you'd like to say to this woman?
Thanks.
Anytime.
Oh, no.
Cost her $60, but she can stay all day.
Well, $60 well worth spent.
Yeah, well, yeah. And they usually come back and say, but we're only uni students, we can't afford it, and all this. And I say, well...
If you're a uni student, what are you doing driving a Vitara?
Well...
Come on, let's go and find this girl and see exactly what she thinks. Madam, you just got a parking ticket.
I did.
How do you feel about that? $60.
I hate this.
There's the windscreen wiper. Explain what's going through yourself at this moment.
It's another parking ticket. I've had problems with this. I have planned to make sort of detectors, you know, on the tyres, or little alarms, or some kind of product. There's got to be something out there, you know, spray paint out
something that
signs.
can help you not get parking tickets?
I've written letters to the... Yeah, whatever it is, and...
Have you tried wearing a watch?
It's not that I don't remember, it's just that, I'm...
You're an art student.
I'm an art student,
For
okay?
God's sake, I'm not into maths and sciences.
I don't wear watches.
The McFeast exclusive with my favourite women in uniform, the Darrell Lee girls.
What do you think of your uniform?
I just think this is a good uniform.
Yes.
It's easy to wash. You don't need to iron it.
Mm-hmm. Do you go to the club dressed like this?
No,
or?
I don't. No,
Right.
no. I don't think I'd be able to wear my uniform out of work.
When you put your uniform on, Sharon, do you immediately become a Darrell Lee girl?
I'm just my normal self.
Right.
I don't try to be somebody else in the uniform. If I'm trying to be somebody else, then I'm not the person I'm meant to be.
The girls used to go out with big bows on, and there were always people who would say, oh, look, there's a Darrell Lee girl.
Yep.
Because if you were a Darrell Lee girl, you're supposed to be extra, extra attractive.
Judging...
We used to pick out the prettiest girls we could.
Really?
And always with their own teeth.
Their own teeth. With all this chocolate, though, the teeth didn't last long.
The teeth did last.
Thank you for being in the uniform, which... Oh, look, I'd like to see it in everyday life.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd like to see women out there wearing
a smock like that. Because you know what that would signify to me?
That they're all pregnant.
They're all pregnant, yes, perhaps.
Daisy Island, Rhonda Cullen Rogers.
Elle.
How are you both?
Very good. How are you?
Well, what has been your experience wearing uniforms?
Well,
School.
was probably the first. Yeah. Because I went to a Catholic school and we had very strict things about our uniforms. One was that it had to be, the frock had to be 4 inches above the knee when kneeling, 10 inches above the knee when standing up, and 6 inches above the knee when lying down.
Yes, well, that was your experience of that,
Catholic
wasn't it?
experience.
What uniforms have you worn in your professional life then, Sandy?
Well, I'm modelling one at the moment, and obviously I was available for children's parties in this. This is a B&D uniform, bondage and discipline, and I mean, I think for a uniform that commands respect, it's hard to top this one.
You've
Very hard
actually
to
worked
top.
as a mistress?
I have, yes, I have, yes, and it's good fun. It's good fun just to have someone down on the floor and crying, licking your feet.
Did you actually work as a bondage mistress?
In my spare time, for money.
Mistress Amanda. So how much of your line of work depends on uniforms?
Everything. Everything.
Right. So show us the uniforms.
Uniforms?
Yeah.
Okay. In here we have school uniforms, all different styles and lengths.
Catholic, private, government?
Catholic, private, government, yes.
The whole range?
Yeah, and different generations, the short, the long, and also the gentlemen like to dress as schoolgirls as well.
What sort of gentlemen like to dress as schoolgirls?
All different types of gentlemen like to dress as schoolgirls.
Liberal politicians.
And Labour.
When they ask you to get dressed up in a uniform, what does that mean?
Well, it means that you have to act out a fantasy for them.
Well, here's one.
Nurse.
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 What general fantasies accompany a nurse?
Well, you can be a dominant, sadistic nurse, or you can be a sexy nurse. Usually, if it's a longer uniform, then you are dominant. If it's a short one, it means that you are submissive.
Sort of
more sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Cornelia Francis Young Doctors Viva.
That's right.
What sort of things would you do in the dominant one to someone?
Take sperm samples, for example.
Yeah.
A lot of people who come in here don't even take off their clothes. Seriously, it's eroticism by mental stimulation, not just by physical stimulation.
And the uniform adds to it.
The uniform is really important.
Oh, where's the French maid outfit? Skirt's a bit short.
Well, it's supposed to be.
But what if you've got big legs?
Doesn't matter. They don't care about that.
No?
No. The more they can see, the more they like.
Bonjour. Entrez-vous, s'il vous plaît. That does feel very... This is actually... makes you feel very frilly, doesn't it?
It does. It's fun. Look at this mess. Now, this is what they do in the bathroom, the men.
What do you say?
They throw the towels, their clothes, everything in the bathroom. Look, you've done the same thing. Like, look, look, look. You need to be disciplined. Come on, bend over. Whoa. Let's lift up this frilly skirt. Oh. Good one.
Do it again.
Oh.
Well, you ask me, who's the sinner, who's the saint? That's a question that I really find quite quaint. Life's not black and white, they say, but varied shades of grey. And define your little vice, a model pretty purple's nice. So, shall I whip you until you bleed? To satisfy your very special need, I will make you squeal and squeak, and you will come back twice a week, and you will stick to all my rules. We all have kids at private schools. So shall I spank you until you bruise? It's just a question now of what to use. I could try a ping-pong paddle while I'm riding your side saddle. If your dream is giddy up horsey, well, here's your Melbourne Cup. And when you
your pants while eating up your dinner.
It's just a little ploy that gives us both some joy, as your humiliation is my superannuation. Right, so don't go back. I'm here to please her, and I take Amex Diners, MasterCard or Visa. And you may have a few sore joints and ice and frequent flyer points, but as a bonus to take home, here's Band-Aids and Mercurochrome. Yes, put your mind at peace. I'm just a tax deduction. Stress release. Yes. So, shall I whip you? Take this. Yes. Yes.
Oh, thank you, mistress.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Oh, most definitely. You have.
Do you feel different when you've got your uniform on?
Sure, absolutely.
More.
Absolutely. Let's see. Are we having a seat here?
Yeah.
How does it feel? I would say it probably feels more regal. I would say it lifts a moment, particularly when it comes to a church service. I'm one that really likes ritual and things, and I think it's really great when we can wear the robes. And at this particular church, we wear it once a month for communion, so we can lift that moment.
Do people feel more comfortable talking to you inside your uniform than out?
I don't think so. I think everything changes when I'm in my uniform, when I'm wearing my robe. It's, hello, Reverend McNally. It changes. The mood sort of lifts and things like that. And when I'm out of the uniform, I think people just see me as myself.
When you're meeting men, when you meet guys, do you tell them what you do?
Oh, it takes probably not straight away. It's really great. It's a great deterrent in the sense of if you're really not interested in them and you really don't want to date them, you just tell them straight away, and then they're out the door.
What do you say?
Next.
Mark Warren with the McFeast exclusive with women in uniform who march in between fire engines.
This is our uniform that we use for entertainment purposes.
Oh, okay. So, you've got another
The competition uniform is a softer, it's a pale blue and black and silver.
The New South Wales Fire Brigade emblem on the shoulder, of course, because...
And we promote the fire safety message.
Yeah.
So we do competition marching, as well as marching for promotion purposes.
And if there's a fire at your place, the ladies will come round and march while your house burns down.
From the fire brigade to the ultimate bastion of authority. Prison. Excuse me. Now, you can tell the ones with authority here because they're wearing blue.
You're looking very big.
Just the sort to look after a girl in need of rehab and reprogramming.
Because you have to sign the visitor's book. Is that right?
Yeah, but you're not a visitor.
I'm coming for a little holiday. You see, this is a women's prison, so let's meet the scariest woman of them all. Governor Downs.
Hi, nice to meet you, Lee.
Nice to meet you too. Lee.
Lee.
Lee, Downsy.
You know already.
Is it the uniform?
Yeah, this is it.
The blue jumper?
The blue jumper, the white shirt, which signifies my rank as being a governor.
Does it reflect who you want to be here?
No, it doesn't. I actually quite often choose to come in civilian clothes rather than wear uniform because I don't need to wear this to do the job.
And what are women prisoners like as distinct from male prisoners?
Women tend to argue the toss a fair bit. They'll dispute decisions and dispute what's going on and really want to get in there and, you know, fight for themselves.
How do they react to having to put on the uniform?
Green is never a colour they will ever wear again in their lives, basically. It's not particularly flattering, it's comfortable. We've now changed the women's clothing policy to let women inmates wear green and burgundy and white, so it's a bit more flexible and it can be a bit more feminine rather than just the tracksuits and the shorts and the T-shirts and sloppies that we used to let them wear.
What about, how many cows have you got here?
300.
300 cows?
300 on the property. We milk 160 and the rest of them are in varying stages of pregnancy.
I suppose you don't even give them shoes, so they're barefoot and pregnant as well.
But we don't keep them in the kitchen.
So what are most of the cows in for?
Oh, the cows are in for life.
Oh, bloody prisoners.
We're going to the dairy. You want to come to the dairy?
Yeah. Come on in. Hey, just kick it. Break the window. Oh,
sorry.
That was was fun.
Welcome to prison.
Thank you.
Hello, guys.
New planes.
Yeah, here at EMU Plains. That's very close-up shot, huh, Mum?
Yeah. Have you been in before?
Yes, I have.
How many times?
This is going into my 5th year. Seriously.
Really?
Yeah, I've just done 4. It's been fun. And I've been in once before and once before that.
And you're going to come back? Because you love it so much?
The food is so good. No, I'm not coming back.
Not coming back?
No.
Well, I've just got here, and quite frankly, I need you to tell me a little bit of goss. Like, who's top dog?
Do you know what a dog is?
No.
No one's top dog. That's a lie about prisoner. A dog in jail is someone who's a give-up and gives information to the governor or to officers. Oh.
To screws.
To screws. So don't ask people are they top dog. You're actually insulting them.
Ah.
Yeah.
They're double agents.
They're scum.
They're scum. They're the bottom of the ladder within this system.
They are. But according to the screws, they get lots of privileges.
Like?
You know, a free phone call here and there.
Lots of drugs.
Lots of time off, prison sentences.
Really?
Quite seriously, yeah. Well, dogs in court system get time off.
And have you ever done that? No.
No.
Now, if I asked you that question without that being there, would you have thumped me?
Yes.
Yeah, and I would have bloody deserved it. So, are you telling me there's no B. Smith? Are you B. Smith?
No.
No, I'm not. Is this what you do in a paddy wagon?
In a paddy wagon, it usually smells of piss and vomit.
And tobacco.
And tobacco, which has been hidden in different orifices.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you mean, pussy?
Well, because you hide your tobacco.
Inside you?
Yeah, it's your little handbag.
Haven't they told you about your little handbag? Your little purse? This is Woody in the front here. No, that's Rufus. This is Woody.
Hi, Woody.
Hello, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Wonderful. I'm about to knock off for the day.
Really? Knock off what? I didn't think you were allowed to do that here. Now, what brings a nice young man like you to mix with a bunch of...
Female, actually. Old female.
I knew that.
Hey, do you believe in... Has anyone ever read your, like your tea bags or your tea leaves and stuff like that?
Are you making me an offer?
Well, I want to tell you a story about before I even come to jail, because I'm only just starting to explore crystals and all that kind of stuff, right? And before I come to jail, this woman said that she would read me and read my tea bags and stuff.
Right.
And I went, all right, I'll check it out. I sat with her for an hour, and, you know, they go through all that bullshit and tape you, and then they start telling you things that I think my mother rang her and told her anyway. Then she started telling me stuff that only I knew, so I started spinning out. This is before I did anything to break the law and got back into heroin again. After an hour, because she told me stuff only I knew, she said, Trish, do you want to stay a bit longer and do you believe in reincarnation? And I said, I don't know, really. And she said, well, in your last life, she said, you were a dog. I said, what? And being in prison and being called a dog, I wanted to punch her in the head, right, because I'd already been in prison. Then she read my palms, and they say your right hand means one thing, your left hand means another. See my lifeline? It's totally split. These are my prison journeys, right? The third one, and now either I'm going to die or have a really good life, right? See that V there?
Yeah.
See my tooth?
Yeah.
It's like a fang, and she said that's symbolic of that, and she called me a dog, right? And I said to her, no, I don't like being a dog. She said, we get to higher planes. She said, feel behind your ear. So I felt behind my ear and there was nothing there. She checked my wrist. She said, Trish, I want you to feel behind your other ear. And by this time I was like really sort of into what she was saying. There was nothing that you feel there.
Welcome to prison.
Bow wow. I hate walking.
The governor wants to see you, so if you want to go down.
Why does she want to see me?
No idea. I think you're in trouble.
Listen, I didn't mean to nick it.
That's my chocolate.
I didn't mean to nick it. I have to wait till you open the door for me, do I?
Yes, you do.
Is that the way it works?
Yep. Sure is.
How long does it take to be disciplined?
It becomes habit after a while, and you just do things. I mean, I noticed that...
Just
close the door. Thank you.
Oh, another lovely set of keys.
It's a big lock, isn't it?
It is. It's a goodie.
Come here. This area in here is our safe cells. And safe cells are designed to safely house, obviously, somebody who's at risk of deliberate self-harm. The whole raison d'etre behind these cells is to make it no hanging points and no places where people can cut themselves. Because people do amazing things. When they really want to kill themselves, they really want to hurt themselves, they will do stuff like, you know, pull up tiles and pull up flaking bits of paint, and they'll use that to over and over and over again. Themselves. Yeah, cut themselves. You can see, like, there's a steel bed and a steel toilet. The blanket that we use is rip-proof.
Rip-proof blanket?
Yeah, rip-proof as much as possible. It's not great.
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Have you?
No, I certainly haven't.
Never? Never got on the bed?
No.
Why?
I don't test beds in motel rooms, let alone in jail.
So you don't know what it feels like?
No, but we could do it together if you like. It's hard. And it's cold.
It's a whopping great big lock, and you'll notice that all the people that are allowed to leave of their own free will... How many keys have you got, sir?
Half a dozen.
Is this the key for that lock?
That is. I guess I'm going this way.
Goes... I kind of like leading you around like this.
Works for me as well.
Did you find this a sexual experience?
I could do.
As a guard?
I could do.
Because that's what they do, isn't it? They have fantasies about women in uniform.
I don't know.
Men do. Do you have fantasies about women in uniform?
Of course I do.
Like, which women in which uniforms?
Oh, police women. I like police women.
Really?
Mm. I'm the governor of this establishment.
Could we leave you two alone to discuss this?
I'm sure the governor would like to say something like about that to you.
I'm sure she will later on.
Shall we? Let's go. Come this way.
I'll just wait for the door to be opened for me. Thank you, Sergeant.
Oh, wonderful. Promotion already.
This is one of the women's rooms.
Right.
Really, really basic rooms.
BYO telly?
No, they buy them through a canteen.
All right, and then they have to work for them.
Yeah, they have to earn the money, or actually their families quite often put the money in their accounts, and then for us to buy the televisions for them.
What have most of these women got in common?
Most of these
apart from the green uniform.
The majority of women come from backgrounds where they've either been victims of just physical violence, or have been victims of child sexual assault, or have witnessed violence in their life. Some of the women have the most awful backgrounds that you can imagine, you know, and then they run away from home, or they use drugs and then they run away. I mean, you know, and who can blame them for using drugs under those sorts of circumstances? I mean, you'd do anything to try and escape that sort of reality.
And so, in fact, a little pink room could be quite positive.
Yes, a little pink room could be quite safe.
Now, reel it in. What sort of work did you do before you got in?
Criminal activity kind of work. Yeah. Nothing straight, really.
Why?
It was easier. I got more money.
Was it all drug-related, or...?
Yeah.
When did you start on drugs?
I was about 16, I think. You get really anal in prison. You do, because they make your bed every morning, and, you know, there's times for everything, so you get anal about it.
So what do they make you do? Make your bed? They make you have breakfast?
They make you wake up at 6:45 in the morning.
At the sound of an air raid siren.
They make you remember your name every day. And your number.
What's your number? Well, they're obviously not doing too good a job.
No, I refuse. I refuse to be a number, but I am.
So is it working?
No. Of course it is. I have to say it is.
Do you?
Yeah.
You must want to get out.
Yeah. Well, of course I do. But I'm not going to run away. So I have to say that it's working.
All right.
Or I won't get out. So it's a silly question.
It is a silly question. I specialise in them. Cut.
Do you want to go for a walk up the road?
Yeah, I want to see the cows.
Come
I
on,
want to see the baby cows.
Oh, the babies are this way. Let's go this way.
So you've got a bit of a holiday here, then?
Yes, yeah, really, it's a taxpayer's holiday.
And and we've got our own special servants that dressed in blue uniform especially for us.
Right.
And when we get home when we leave in the morning, they say, "Have you got your key to your room?" And you hand it in and you go, "Thank you, servant." And then you walk off for the day. And then at lunchtime, they really care about us and they say, "Oh, you're still here. Oh, that's good." Then they ring up and go, "Yep, they're still here. They still like the place." And then in the afternoon, we say, "See you." And they drive us home again. And then we go past and we pick up our key and they went, "How are you?" And we say, "Good, thank you."
Where's the punishment?
I don't know.
How do two lovely girls like you end up at Camp Plains?
Oh, well, it's a long story. We, got to drugs, couldn't rip off old grannies or old people, so we dealt drugs.
Ah, together?
Yes.
As sisters?
Yes. And we ended up at Camp Plains.
That's your old room?
That's the way things are.
What do you mean?
Well, you know how the one you've seen with the flash telly and the pictures on the wall and the books here and there? Well, you're not allowed to have anything on the walls. Hardly any of us have got tellies.
They put the hot plants in there especially before you came.
For you.
They did not.
They did. Got it all ready for you.
You two are going to get into trouble.
I don't care. Get that, don't you? Well, I like to show you the real life of prison, not some fabricated load of crap.
I don't believe you. Come on.
Come and have a look.
Right, fine. How did you get into drugs?
Oh, God. Long time ago.
Why, how old are you?
30.
How old are you?
38.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's leading who astray?
Only me.
Yeah, I led that one astray.
Yeah.
I started taking drugs well before her. Took, you know, I was probably till I was 17 or 18 before I had my first taste. But, and you were what? 28?
What is it like?
Really, the first time I had it, it was like having a really nice orgasm. Maybe even better.
Really?
Just like, this is it, this is it. This is how I want to feel, you know? This is what life is about, how you should be feeling. But I only feel that once. Always chasing that first shot, but doesn't happen ever again, does it really? You just get a habit.
Excuse me, we're trying to have a conversation. Do you mind? Sorry. So what do you do to keep getting the money? Because it's pretty expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's why we dealt. And, you know, moralistic things in there, like we didn't deal to youngsters and we didn't deal to pregnant women and that sort of stuff. But it makes no difference, does it? Because we still broke the law. But it was the only thing that could support our habit. No, this is it here, I think, but I think they've locked it. They won't let... Oh, look at this.
I'll just have a look.
Yeah, look through there. But all the books are gone, the pictures are gone, just the one little thing.
The bedspread's gone.
Yep.
But they're not bad to you here, are they?
No, they're not bad. It's heaps better than maximum security Malawa, but it's not, you know, you walk in the gate and you're just a number sort of thing. You're not really a person anymore, you know.
How does the uniform make you feel?
Humiliated.
Do you miss sex and cuddles and stuff?
You get heaps of cuddles, you know. Girls are really cuddly and...
I think some of the girls do.
I suppose they can fall in love with each other too. So.
Yeah. Yep, and they've got their hands.
Do girls have affairs in here?
Yep. Sure. Oh, gate gays.
What?
Gate gays.
What are gate gays?
Well, I'm a lesbian. I sleep with...
You're not a lesbian.
Of course I am. Only way to be. I sleep with women on the outside.
Yeah.
And I'd be with women on the inside. But the gate gays, they've got their boyfriends and husbands on the outside, but the minute they pass through the gate, they get themselves a girlfriend.
They turn gay.
Gay all of a sudden. But when they leave again, as soon as they walk out the gate, back to their boyfriend or their husband or whatever.
If you could pick any uniform that you wanted to wear, what would you pick?
Nurses.
Would you?
Yeah.
Why'd you want to be a nurse?
Because it's a uniform. It's not a uniform of power. It's a uniform of caring and, you know, that sort of stuff. It's very different to the blue and the, you know. I've got no wish to ever have that much power. I wouldn't want to turn a key on another human being.
Do the prisoners lie?
Sometimes.
You know that cell that we went into? The cell. Ooh, I'm feeling like I'm going to get into trouble now. The cell, the prisoner's cell, they said that there were pot plants and bedspreads and things on the wall that aren't normally there.
Oh, okay.
Remember that cell we went into? When we went into it,
yeah.
All I did was walk across, see an open cell, and say to the woman who lived there, can we go and have a look? And she went, I've got to clean up first. And she went and cleaned it up. That's as how as it usually is. I mean, they're not supposed to have posters on the wall. They're not supposed to have pictures on the wall. We'd be talking to her about that at a later stage. But it was as it was. We didn't do anything to it.
To give me roses, I wish he could again, but that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside, the roses grow. They don't mind the stony ground, but the roses here are prisoners too when morning comes around.
Morning. You going home? Let's pack up your room.
Oh, it's already packed up.
Let's trash it.
Pretty much they're packed up. One of the other girls are already moving in.
They move you in, move you out.
Yeah, you don't even get out the gate before somebody's moving in. See you later, darling.
Take care. I love you.
I love you too.
I'll see you. Good to see you.
All right, I'll see you down there.
Do you stay in contact?
Yeah. Oh, some do, some don't. A lot of girls say they're going to, but they don't.
Which is your room? Do we get to trash it?
Not really. I don't think Sarai would be very impressed.
Are there any funny things that happen while you're in here?
Not really, no.
I've just noticed. You've got civvies on.
Yeah.
No more green tracksuit.
No more greens, no more maroons. No.
What's the bed? What are the beds like?
Pretty good, unless you're a large lady. They're not. But it's not meant for comfort.
6 o'clock in the morning, every morning.
Yeah, it is very loud, very annoying. But after you've been here for a couple of months, you get used to it. You can actually sleep through it.
If you could get a job where you wore a uniform, what would you pick?
Probably a screw to help people. Been there, done that type of thing. I don't know that I'd be able to lock them in, though. That'd be the hardest part.
How do you like being a screw?
It's good fun. It's a good job.
Being a screw? Yeah. Get nice comments everywhere you go. Like what? Being a good screw.
You're not finning your tits, though.
No.
A freak?
Yeah, something like that. That's what they tell me anyway.
Really? That bloody snooze button. How did a nice bloke like you get into a job like this?
I don't really know. I suppose it just sort of happened.
Okay, let me just work you out here. So here we have prison guard. Prison guard uniform. Man with long socks.
Long socks.
Very nice socks.
Tattoo?
What's on your tat?
The mother-in-law.
I wonder if you can teach me how to do the body search.
We don't do that anymore.
If I were to do it to you,
Yeah.
how would I do it?
What?
Take you up by the scruff of the neck. Yeah.
Throw me against the wall.
Like that. That didn't make nearly a bigger noise.
All right.
Much better.
Better?
Kick your legs apart, like that. Ooh. Is that right?
That's nice.
And?
Down. Keep going. Keep going. All the way. I like that. Can you do that bit again?
Yeah. So what am I meant to be finding?
Weapons, drugs.
How do I find the drugs?
You just pat. Very nice. I've even got my pants on today.
This is what I wanted to find. Inside every British guard, there's a good Australian
bum crack. Is that the one?
That's it.
Is that what we're looking for?
That's it.
That's what we're
Welcome to
looking
Australia, my friend.
Thank you.
How long were you in Australia before you got pinged in here?
Well, I got picked up from the airport.
Oh!
So,
quick trip then. What was it like when you first got here?
it was scary because it was like everybody I seen was white, and it's like, what am I gonna do in this, in this jail with all these white folks? And I was just hungry for a black person to show up, and I had to get over that. And then I did meet a few Aboriginals and everything, and it was like, okay.
How's the best way to do it easy?
Just keep your mind straight. Just, stay away from drugs. And just try to get yourself educated. Educated. Yeah, that's how I like to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ebonic style, educated.
What are you in for?
Fraud.
Was it a goodie?
Yep.
How long have you got?
2.5 years.
Worth it?
Well, I must admit I did enjoy it. Like, I was going out with, I had an ex, and I spent money on him, on myself. I did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did do the wrong thing, and I'm paying for it.
How hard is it to keep your sanity in here?
It has its moments. There's days when you sort of think, no, I can't do this. How am I going to cope another 2 years? And there's days where you think, yeah, I can do it. But I suppose, of course, we all have had good days and bad days.
What is it like living with a whole bunch of women that you've got nothing in common with except the green trackie?
Exactly. It can be hard. It can be very hard. That's the hard part, actually, getting to know somebody and living with them.
Do all the cycles synchronise? Do they?
Yeah, well, sort of. Yeah, they're starting to. And we're all pretty tense. Yes, you know what it's about.
Yeah, beware the 28th day.
Exactly.
Oh, dear. So what are the screws like?
Oh, now...
I mean, what's the relationship like?
Oh, well, obviously they're in blue and we're in green. Some of them are very nice, some of them are very, very nice, and obviously you'll get the ones that are a bit, but up until today, I can't complain.
Did you ever think you'd end up here?
Never. Never. Never in my wildest dreams.
How does it happen?
Fell in love with the wrong person.
Really?
Yeah. I thought that I could buy his love, but unfortunately it didn't work out. But anyway, it's not his fault, it's my fault.
So what do you plan to do when you get out?
When I get out, start my life again.
How hard's that going to be?
Well, it's going to be very hard because obviously being in the situation that I'm in, you've got to build trust again in the outside world to be able to prove to somebody, okay, I made a mistake, I'm going to start again. That's going to be hard, obviously, because, done what I've done. And obviously also getting into a relationship is going to be hard. How do you tell the person, hey, I've been in jail? So, but yeah, I'd like to start again, prove to people that, yes, I'm a good person. It's just a mistake.
What did you work at before you came in?
I was a bank manager.
You're a bank manager.
Say no more.
did you end up in here?
All drug-related offences. No, you end up doing things that you could never imagine yourself doing, ever. And I can't really believe I did any of those things now, sitting here, just thinking about it. No. I've degraded myself and hurt a lot of people, my family, friends, my son, everyone, yeah.
Does he live here with you?
No.
Does he come and visit?
No.
You don't want him to? Or you...
No, I don't get to see him at all.
Who's got him?
Mother.
Does she... Are you and her still talking?
No, she's, had enough of me, yeah. She's decided to cut me off. Suppose it's to teach me a lesson, but... Yeah, because when I first come here, I was, you could say, a very angry person. And, I've changed a lot since then. Especially since moving over here to Jacaranda. It's more laid back over here. There's no tension.
Where does the anger come from?
I don't know, really. There's just a lot of tension. I think mainly it's because of like drug problems, family problems, your children, your husband, your boyfriend. Like, if they're outside and still using and that, you worry every day, you know, thinking, you know, like what's going to happen to them? How they're going to end up back in jail or dead.
Yeah.
And
what's going to happen to you?
Me. Is this on? Yep. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. No, it's not. I've got itchies on my legs.
What you used to be able to do, they're called, see these? They're, what do you call it? What are these green things called that look like spearmint?
Itchies.
Stinging nettles.
Oh, thanks for telling me. Thanks for... Oh, the electric fence isn't on, but just come and stand in the middle of some...
What you used to...
Ah! It really itches.
Yeah, you gotta do this.
What?
You gotta break the stems, and then it's a cure for it. Hang on a sec. I wouldn't do this for just anyone, you know.
Thanks, Trish.
That's all right. Yeah.
Do you make friends in, here?
Sometimes you get very rare glimpses of some really special women.
Yeah.
And they're few and far between, but they really make the difference of your sanity and you're not your sanity. So it's pretty cool. Here, just rub it all over your legs.
You sure?
Yeah, and it'll go in about an hour, as opposed to 2 days, so it's a bit better.
The stinging nettle.
The stinging nettle.
Trish, thanks so much for sharing this with me.
Hey, you know what Connie did? Connie thought it was spearmint and went,
oh, yum. Had it all over her face.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I've enjoyed this experience so much. Do you think you could show me the electric fence?
Yeah, come on. We can do
Can't wait for that.
Can you turn the fence on so we can zap her?
Why do you want to zap me?
Because it's a really good feeling, and I think everyone who comes to prison needs to be zapped.
Oh, the electric fence?
Yep.
You go first, and you go first, and you go first, and you go first.
We've done it here.
No, you do it. I'm not doing it.
Oh,
no.
really? Listen, when you come
I'm
to prison,
sorry.
Listen.
This is not Who Dare Wins.
Listen.
You are not Mike Whitney. I do not see fit.
Listen to this. You've just come in part and parcel our territory, and this means that you want to be part of the jail system to exploit us or have fun with us, whatever way it's going to be. You have to do it. There's no
Can't you just stick a broom up me or something?
We can do that later. Do you want to try it? Go, go, go. Come on. It's not even on.
Wow. All of that tension,
This
all
one,
that
go.
excitement.
Up the top rung. Just do it.
No, you do it.
I just did.
No, you do it with me. Nothing.
You gotta hold it. Go on. Little fingers, little fingers. Hold it. Hold it. Go on, you can do it. Go on.
Oh! Little bastard got me in the end. Am I in?
Yeah, we're in.
I'm in. Yes. Hey, what did you do to get into Mola? Can I ask?
I did some robberies.
Oh.
And not something I'm proud of, but it got me 4.5 years with 8 years on top, and in 6 weeks' time they sit on my parole, and hopefully I'll get out.
What led you to the armed robberies?
Because they don't change the drug laws in this state. So when you've got a heroin habit, you do all sorts of stuff to support it.
So are you saying if they had a legalised heroin clinic, you wouldn't have ended up...
Well, I can't say for sure, but I'm saying that now, looking back and looking at more and more women coming into prison and jails, just have a look up there. Piss off the methadone, piss off the psych drugs.
What's the bloody methadone? They have it for breakfast.
It's just a way of managing people, you know? And if it's not methadone, it's psych pills in prison, so it's pretty sick.
Are you on anything?
No.
You're just naturally...
Yep. And I won't. I've done my share of it too, though, you know?
Well, are you clean now?
Yeah.
How did you do that?
Just stop taking drugs.
And this is the fence. Oh. You best be careful. Has anyone got a Band-Aid? You have to be careful about blood, don't you?
Yeah, in jail you have to.
Yeah.
Well, kind of everywhere, but very much
particularly in
here.
jail.
Because they don't give us fits.
What are fits?
To use our drugs. Because we're all drug addicts. So we have to use the same fits over and over again.
Needles are you talking about?
Yeah. It's pretty disgusting.
You don't get clean ones? I mean, or do you get your own individually labelled...
No, we don't.
...kit?
No.
Or aren't you meant to have the drugs in here?
No, we're not supposed to.
Oh. Well...
It would be healthier, though, if we did.
You were just laughing.
So we used to have to use the 2 by 2 by 2
So
method.
is she making things up?
Oh, yeah.
Making up stories? No. But you don't inject yourself in here, do you?
That's what women do.
I think so.
That's why there's such a high rate of hepatitis C in prisons.
You need a Band-Aid.
I think it's more tablets here than...
Do you think so? But you work out on the farm, you don't see it.
I see enough.
Real-life interaction. Green uniform, blue uniform. Fence.
That's when I know when the cows pick their drops up because they go crazy.
Punchline.
Sin is wrong. It's a choice I'm unknown. Why not do good things, not bad? Why not feel happy, not sad? Sin, 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 sin is dumb. But someone tell me why is sin so much fun? She's scaring me. So when she says come out and play, the choice is yours and mine. 'Cause sin spells time. Hit it, Trina.
At times I used to wish my life could start anew, regretting some of the things that I used to do, and knowing that I cannot turn back time. I am now learning how to ease my mind. I am not happy all the time, I feel down too, knowing someone or something will turn my gray sky blue. Will it be you or the break of the day? When it's sunny, it's funny how things could change away. I will enjoy every bit of my life, fight with strife, take what I did wrong and do it right.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Freedom is in the mind, which makes your body work. You could either walk the desert or choose to quench your thirst. It's never too late to let your brain operate. Give it time to unwind when you rewind, then push play and go all the way. So when you pause, you please set yourself free.
La la la.